Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mail Call on SHM Cardboard Kings. So today, basically, I'm just going to be going through what came in this week. I do a lot of single buying. I get my monthly pulls for like comics and everything. So just, if I buy collections, well, actually, collections will usually have a dedicated stream, but if I'm buying big lots, they show up on Mail Call, and that is today. So, I don't have a huge amount. We'll go through the comics first, and then just real quick. There's not a lot. I did pre-scan them after some issues last week. Nothing too crazy. So we'll look at these, and then go through the cards. And if you want to know when streams are coming, when they are posted, you check the socials, the Facebook. Ooh, oh no, I hit that way too hard. Right up yonder here in the corner. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you ever want to get in touch with me, Facebook is probably the best way to do that these days, or send me an email through the website cardboardkings.shop. So I usually, a lot of these singles, well, I'll get into the singles more when I get to the singles. Let's start with the comics. Let's just go straight to comics. Comics. She-Hulk, all in. So I don't have many trades on the list, but I do have the She-Hulk trades showing up. It's pretty much how I read any comics these days. Comics themselves, these precious little gems here, just kind of go straight to bag and board into the boxes, and then anything I read is either usually through the trades or once I'm really feeling, yeah, I know, I just keep smashing the camera. Oh yeah, I gotta probably fix the camera, huh? Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, or, if I feel like reading a big arc, I go through the apps. But, so this was it. This is the 5th trade. Beautiful cover. Fortunately, Jen is no longer working on the books. Looks like a Jen face. Oh, it is a Jen face. You can, right there. Jen Bartel, one of my favorite artists. She does a lot of She-Hulk, or used to do a lot of She-Hulk before the falling out with Marvel. Now, Birds of Prey has been popping off recently. Loving lots of Barda. Barda's been real big recently. Not too familiar with this lineup, if I be completely honest. I'm not sure who the current Batgirl is. Looks like a new crew. Catwoman. The Catwoman covers always go pretty hard. Liking them. I really like this Ractalyn. Ractalyn does a more manga style. I think she used to be a manga artist. She's kind of familiar with that Peach Momoko style. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to call it her style. I mean, they both just do like manga style covers. I think Peach Momoko was the one who more made it famous for the cover art. But big fan. Big fan. Alright, now what do we got here? Look at this one. Rose Besh, a variant cover. Looks like the B cover, I'm thinking. Cat and Bow Girls. Interesting. I like that cover. Big fan of all the variants. Wow, all the different Catwomen. Nicola Scott variant. Wow, that's actually I really like that. I'll think of my buddy Todd does a bunch of art with covers. He likes to remake them with like Mod Podge and stuff like that. I don't know if he's seen this one yet. Let's see. And then of course Harley Quinn. What are we up to here? That's okay. Oh, so one of the other more recent additions to the pull list is Kill All Immortals. Haven't started reading it yet, but I thought they were, like, based off the last two, they looked like Norse gods, but they're actually just Norse immortals, not actual gods, but they all have that vibe to them. They have some great covers. I really like the casual one, and then I think that's the A cover. Yeah, that's the A cover, and then the B cover is usually them in full action. Lilith, Black Label, not much to see there, but pulled from my poly bag filter. I'll have to see what that's all about. I probably should have gotten two. I usually, whenever I get a poly bag, I like to get two. One that I open, one that I keep sealed. And then, only one Poison Ivy cover this month. Surprising. Man, Poison Ivy had a solid run of covers all of, well, earlier this year and end of last year. Big fan of those types of covers. And that's really it for the comics. The small pull for this month. Now, what did I pick up this week? Ooh. A lot. I still don't even think, like, maybe 20% of them came in. There's a lot, federal holiday for Monday, so there was a little bit of a delay with all of that. And actually, let me see. Turn that up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I had to turn the federal holiday kind of delayed stuff. Also made shipping out take a little longer than I like on some of my orders, but it is what it is. Now, what did I buy? So I got a blend of different cards. I don't always just buy Flesh and Blood, right? I'm not a Flesh and Blood, only shop. And usually when I'm buying these cards, the singles, they're just going into my vault. I'm really not looking to sell them immediately. Actually, I'm never looking to sell them immediately. I'm usually looking to buy and or add to the collection. I just have a lot of binders full of cards. A lot of them are the ones I just like. I just like a pretty card. I'm a sucker for a pretty card. And when it comes to pretty cards, Sorcery is doing a pretty solid job. I didn't get a lot. I just grabbed a couple. I think I had to get up over a certain price range for one of the buyers. Oh yeah, Poison Ivy, Verdant Salter would be pretty sick. Oh yeah, you'd have the green with Verdants, and then the gray, or someone from the Rot with Florian. But so, anyways, I just grabbed a couple sorcery cards. Just see, they're not valuable cards, but I really like this. They've got a really unique art style. They've pulled in a bunch of some of the best artists around, actually, some famous magic artists to do the art. So I really like. I just grabbed Violent and Grey Wolves, and I'm always curious. Don't like that card back, actually. That just looks like a board game cover more than anything. I don't know. Really busy, lots of words. I'm more of an artsy kind of guy. Probably would have been happier with just the face. Maybe just the mage and the spell book. Maybe just like the word sorcery. I don't know. That logo is a little much for my liking. But this side is beautiful. The card stock is just average. It's nothing too crazy. It's not something super nice like Force of Will or like Card Fight, or even like I think Weiss has better card stock than this. This is probably more in line with like, yeah, just Magic the Gathering card stock. That's interesting. Nothing too crazy. Let me see, what Magic cards did I get? Oh, I think I was definitely filling in some gaps. Some old collections. Just some old Scourge. Oh yeah. I thought that these were pretty cool looking. These are from Outlaw Junction, I believe. So I thought that was really, I got a bunch of these. Hypothesizzle. What else did I get? I think I just got a bunch of foils to get foils too. Nothing too crazy about the Voracious Bomber. Sometimes if I'm buying from someone and I see a bunch of penny rainbow foils, I'll just buy them. Oh, are these dual-sided or? These are, I got some tokens here. But anyways, yeah, so these are really cool. These will probably just live in a binder for the rest of their lives. Yeah, these were penny. I think that's the only reason. I honestly think that's the only reason. I just wanted some foil. I like a good shiny card. They were a penny. I can't turn down a penny foil. And then the tokens are double-sided. I like the different tokens. They don't have the cool foiling. I think Flesh and Blood has spoiled me with my love of the new foiling. But actually, I'll just throw all those together. Alright, let's see. What else did I get? This was a fairly big order. Let's see, I think this was another... Yeah, this is Modern Horizons 3. Ooh, I like that. That's, was it Modern Horizons with the retro frame, Abiding Grace. That must have been a mistake or a wrong card. Kiri Talented Sprout. Actually, that looks pretty cool. It's kind of adorable. Is that like a little cactus girl with a little ribbon on her head? Him. He may be a little green, but trust me, he's far from spineless. Is there a back end? No. I don't know. That's cool. It's the full art. Oh! Now we're into some Flesh and Blood here. Oh, sorcery foils. Oh, okay. So let's see. What did we get? We got Semblance, Silverwind Shurikens. I've got quite a stock of those. Tomb of Torment, Soul Food. I've also got like 40 of. I really like that, like the offhands and the shields have like that big extended art. They've actually started doing this more with cards in Rosetta, which I appreciate. Got a couple of those. Jubil Spellbane. I think I just picked up one of these in cold foil today. Yeah, one of these weeks, I have like 60 cold foils coming in. We'll have a shiny day. Oh, okay. I wanted to see how this would look. I like the name Expendable Limbs. Shadow Brute Defense Reaction. That's a pretty gnarly foil. I really like that red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, with the red on the blood. Beautiful. Dimensional Vortex. It's actually a pretty faded yellow. I don't think I've ever seen the yellow that faded out before. On the top. It's interesting. That's, man, that is certainly... Oh, yeah, some of these are very, very near mint. That's a shame. Oh, well. At this cost, I guess it doesn't really matter. And a Demolition Protocol. I really like the Demolition Protocol. That blade is like a boring machine for tunnels and stuff like that. I really like the design of that. All right, so just picking up some M's. Try and separate out. All right, let's see. This is the last pack from that guy. Let's see what else I got. I don't know if I got more sorcery cards in that order. It's really, you really don't need this much tape. Even with painter's tape on, these team bags seal really nicely. Okay. Okay. That's not what you want. Oh, it's not yellow? Oh, a colorless. I see. I didn't know they had a no color. How about that? Dusk Till Dawn. Was Dusk Till Dawn the first set that had like a no color pitch? Alright, let's see. More cheap foils. This one was cut horrifically. Look at that. That's a bad cut. Brutal. Alright, so Spinewoods Paladin, more of Outlaw Junction, Sheriff of Safe Passage. Ooh. Is that gonna... It's actually a cool foil. I like that one. Rectus Robber. Resilient Roadrunner. He's a coyote, but I like that's going through the plains. That's a great pick. Oh, has haste protection from coyotes? That's amazing. I really like that. Prosperity Tycoon. Miriam Herd Whisperer. Mind Raider. Oh, I got more. Actually, I really like this style. These are gonna look beautiful in a binder. Want to Malcolm the Eyes. Oh, I guess that's the only one. Okay. But that's really cool. Like that. Incentive Wingsmith. Desert Stew. Wing It. Titan's Vanguard. Yeah, I think these were just cheap. Probably just the pennies. Yeah, likely penny foils. But I got some good ones in there. I actually like those wanted posters. Actually, let me open these bad boys up here. I really hate when I get cards like this. At least he kept them together. A lot of times, if you're a shipper or a seller, make sure you don't cut these off. I've had so many cards come in. So what happens when you cut this? This is basically just a razor blade. It cuts open the side of the envelope. Cards just slide right out. It's awful. Also, this can't be cheaper than putting 6 cards into a single sleeve, putting it in a plain white envelope. Like, this is just a squandering of money. Yeah, because a lot of times people do this to put like 45 plus cards in, but this is just 6 cards. This is unnecessary. Alright. So I think Magic the Gathering they don't do like any sort of selective foiling. I think they just do a flat rainbow foil. So it's kind of the same way, well, not that one. So early Flesh and Blood are like the same way. It's just like kind of a flat foil, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, I think up through Crucible, they're kind of flat. Alright, what do we get? We got Distillation Spear, Imposing Visage, Knick-Knack Bric-a-Brac, Combustion Point, Liquefy, and Vipox. This is a new addition to the vault. I don't think I've seen the prices go so low before on these, so it's a new card to the low end of things. Oh my gosh! All right. Oh come on, man! All right. Let me just. Ooh, these are probably 15 cards each. I mean, I guess they don't move around this way, but it sure is a pain in the butt. If you have a team bag for up to 45 cards, that's usually fine. Alright, we got Scramble Paul. Wait, that's a rare. Why did I get so many rares? Tranquil Passing. Why did I get some? Oh, you know what? I bet you it must have been another dollar. If I see cards for a dollar, or not a dollar, a penny, I'm just gonna buy them. Those I can definitely resell for more than a penny. Alright, so so I think we were talking about this during the Everfest case opening, but I was like, you know what? I should probably hit up those extended arts. So I got it. I went through and I picked up a bunch of extended arts. Let me put all these penny ones aside. Foil Rune Blood Incantations. That's also like an extended art. Don't care about these penny cards. I guess I got a lot of penny cards. Don't be a sucker. Don't put cards up for a penny. You're not even making money. You literally can't make. Man, I thought this was gonna be a more impressive stack here. I really wouldn't put your lowest card unless you're doing direct. Also, I mean, it's a free top loader for me, but it's pretty pointless to put those in. All right, a Soup Up promo. Oh, I finally got these boys in. Squizzy and Floof. I gotta get one of these mats for Christmas. I was actually thinking of getting several different holiday ones. I've got the holiday bauble, but I thought these were fun. I like all the merchants. Yeah, Squizzy and Floof were pretty cheap. So definitely got a little stack of them. Oh, cute. I don't know. There's just something about them. It's a really cool promo. Got some more Phantom Banshee promos. I really do like the foiling on this. I have a ton of them. No one ever wants them. Let's see. Promos go up there. Let's see. We got a foil Reckless Charge. Cyclone Roundhouse. Gore Belching. Yeah, man, a lot of new cards down in the like the 15-20 cent range. Oh, not Territorial Domains. These have been in there for a long while, and boy, do I have a bunch of them. I mentioned yesterday during the Rosette opening, watch for all my Widow backs, or the Widows. Got a handful. So been stockpiling on the Widows. These have been sitting well under 50 cents for these guys. Maybe one day they'll do well. I didn't have a Brevant Civic Protector, so I went ahead and I grabbed one. I like to have all the heroes in different rainbow foils, cold foils. Not for any particular reason, I just think they look cool. And that's from the Round the Table. And a bunch of Crazy Brews. I have Melodies. Do I have Tekla, the Young Tekla? I think so. I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I spent some money on them when they first came out. I definitely have Melody. I should have Prof. Alright, Savage Beatdowns. Got a couple of these. Radiant Force Field. Actually, I stopped myself from buying 27 of these today from a guy. Just because I've bought too many cards over the last couple weeks. So I'll probably give it a couple weeks. If the guy still has them, I'm probably gonna buy out all the Diabolic Ultimatums. I really love watching myself ruin the candles on TCG Player. I'll be going through other like cheap cards and be like, wow, someone bought like 30 of these that day. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. I did that. I should have a Yorick upstairs. I don't know. I should probably centralize all of them. See, a couple of Jubiles. I really like these Blessing of Aether, like the art for these promos. Oh, they're cool. So cool. So I keep getting those. And all the colors. Let's see, what else do we get? Break of Dawn. I've been just piling up on these. Oh yeah, and the Duskpath Pilgrimage. This is this is that old like full foil style. Not as big a fan of, but this reminds me more of how like the Magic Gathering like commons, uncommons, like the standard foiling is. More gas ups. These are, actually didn't have a lot of these, mostly because I didn't have a lot of the Bright Lights promos. So I only got one of each this time around just to make sure I had them. Hemorrhage Bore. These are cool. I had a bunch of foil liquid cooled mayhems, but I did not have the promos for them, so I made sure to grab some of those. Oh yeah, and then I had to have the pendulum. You can't not have a cool foily pendulum trap. Look at that. Ugh, that's a beautiful foil. Run into trouble. I grabbed a bunch of these last week as well. Got even more. Can't go wrong with some good promos. Alright. Let's see. Actually, this is good. I needed more of these. Buying cards is the best way to get free, completely unused holders. Let's see. We got a Hurricane Technique. I've also been stocking up on the super rares. This is a foil super rare from Welcome to Wrath Unlimited. Semblance. I had a couple more of those. Tomb of Duplicity. I usually stick super rares in the same like zone as Majestics. Got some more Quantum Processors. I actually opened a ton of these when I was going through all my Bright Lights, but I won't say no to more. Alluring Inducement. I mean, anything with a Furciana, right? Big fan. Like the art. And Paydays. I've been picking up a ton of Paydays. Release the Tension. It's pretty much always lived on the bottom end of the promos. So slowly buying up a lot of those. I mean, no, it'll never. Actually, I'm surprised I haven't had any ladies. Maybe I didn't get any ladies this time around. I haven't had. So the problem with when I buy the ladies is that I have to stop buying for like a couple months to let the stocks go back up and the prices drop back down on them again. So it's sad, but it's something you gotta do. I only just recently started picking up more of the unlimited cards. I normally didn't like having them because it was a pain in the butt to differentiate between the two. Not visibly, but like if you're selling or sorting. But I got Ice Storm, laid it up. That's an $18 card now. Oaken Old, Encase, Insidious Chills. I was going pretty hard on ice cards since we talked about on the last Riled Up podcast there with Andrew. We were talking about the chance of an Ice Guardian, and so I bought a bunch of ice. Boy, did it pay off. So a lot of exposed to the elements, a lot of Oaken Olds. This will actually go straight onto the store, and we'll have probably paid for this order like 3 times over. So that's always good to have. I'll put that aside. I also usually avoided the whites, but man, I mean, Wujenshi Release is just like an interesting card name. Kind of like the style, very like Demon Slayer. Twinning Blade, I really want, man, one day I wish to own like the full Twinning Blade art, the extended art. But until then, I'll deal with these. White borders. Wow, they really did not need to use this much packaging. I will take free packaging. Oh, this is Unlimited Soul Foods. Blossoming Spellblades. Another, oh, that's Unlimited Exposed Elements, but probably still selling well, so that actually will end up back on the store. Full mate. And this is, I mean, these types of cards are why I do this, right? Like, for the amount that I paid for one of these, or well, what I could sell this for is roughly 100 of what I paid for this one. Like, crazy. And that's the beauty of Flesh and Blood and the way the cards cycle in and out. Oh, more of the Widow set from the Assassin from Rosetta. Ooh, a foil microprocessor. I actually really like that. Really like the foiling on those. Break of Dawn promo. Hungering Demagon promos. You'll if you've watched a mail call, you've seen a lot of those. More Pendulum Traps. Another Vantam Banshee. Ooh. And a couple unstable cards. The Eager Beaver. This is just to help flesh out I get like Unfinity. Well, this is Unfinity, Unstable. And then I already have a full set of Unglued. So I got that. Ooh, Miku. This is a Weiss card, actually. I got a Miku from the Quintessential Quintuplets set. Miku's Best Girl. Of the Quintuplets. I don't have a pile for Weiss. Okay. Inadvertence. I'll pick up, I don't always pick up heroes. Sometimes I do, sometimes, I don't know. I get really, in my own head about whether or not to buy heroes. But if they're under a quarter, I'll almost always buy them. All right, what do we got in here? I'm really waiting for my, I might as well cut this one too while we're here. Unfortunately, I mean, it'll probably be a month before it even ships. But I got a pretty big card tracker order placed with more Oak and Olds exposed. Also, probably my favorite playmat, which you'll just have to see what it is when it shows up. I've been waiting for it for a while, and I finally bit the bullet and bought it. And it will be a surprise. No spoilers. Let me see. How are these packed? Okay, I'll just. This is actually cool. I kind of like the idea. This has good branding. I'm not sure where you order these. TCG Player started selling their own envelopes that do this as well. But this is just an insert that you throw into an envelope. I'm sure it saves time, but I think the added cost as the shipping is maybe not worth it unless you have maybe a higher traffic online presence. Then maybe it's worth it. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. I'll think about it. If I can figure out how much, like what the cost breaks down to on them, maybe I'll do something on them. Alright, Liquefy is a card I've been really trying not to buy a bunch of, but boy do people not want them, and they just keep going on sale constantly. So I just keep getting them. I mean, these, almost all these you can sometimes pick up for 10 cents or less. So hey, whatever. I'll take some cheap ones. Alright, I'll light it up. Got some Lexi specializations. Oh, got some Thaw. I've been picking up a lot of Draconic cards recently. It is about time for some Draconic cards to show up. And actually, now with the Jarl, I don't know, maybe that's back on the table. Actually, I didn't even think about that. The counter. See, when cards like Jarl come out, everyone's always like, oh, what's going to help it? But I wonder, I don't see as much about what's going to counter it. So, I don't know. That's a two pitch to destroy a Frostbite, destroy a target Ice Affliction, or unfreeze target frozen card. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that picks up here. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit on Friday during the podcast. Run that past Andrew, see what he thinks. Regicides, yeah, these are super low. Rolling Thunders have been low. Skull Crushers are almost always low. I do tend to avoid equipment and weapons, but I've been turning around on that. They just don't seem to ever pop as much as the rest of the types of cards. Alpha Rampage is just a beautiful card. Last Ditch Effort. Another Exposed to the Elements. Oh gosh, a damage exposed to the elements. That's a shame. Alright, I'll have to do that. That'll be a lightly played. No, wow, that's a really jacked up Alpha Rampage. Is this heavy played? This is definitely... I mean, I think I bought this at near mint, but this is definitely a moderately played card. More of the Vipix. More Rolling Thunders. Oh, we got an Uprising. This looks familiar. It was definitely part of the thumbnail for Riled Up this past week. Really like that card art. Tomb of the Firebrand. Got a bunch of tombs, more thaws. I'm actually, well, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what's in store for the thaws. But I just don't think. Well, it's because we need Dromé back. Savage Beatdown, Phoenix Forms, Faye. Chief Runkachunk. Actually, I really like that. I'm a big fan of the Mentor cards. I've talked about that a lot. Chief Runkachunk has been dirt cheap recently, so I've been picking those up. Frostlock. Oh, Unlimited and First, and then more Rolling Thunders. And I think that wraps up mail call for this week. Yeah, pack fresh. So nothing too crazy. I guess a bunch of penny cards that didn't matter as much, but I'm really a big fan of the promos. Actually, yeah, these breakdowns. Well, I think they're actually just roller marks. I don't even know if they're as much damage. The Hungering Demigons. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Anything that goes long-term storage for me as foil gets the double treatment. And I might have to pick up some more sorcery cards. I don't know. Maybe should I get a box of sorcery and open them? I know, I mean, the grading numbers are pretty high for them. People are all about it. I don't know, I just haven't looked into sorcery at all. So, it's the new up and coming. It's gonna be, blah, blah, blah. Everyone likes it. So, some crazy Battle Grid style of play. Not a huge fan, but I mean, the card art's just gorgeous. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for it, like, MetaZoo. Oh, speaking of which, I think the scheduled pack opening for next week is going to be MetaZoo. Or the booster opening. So probably, alright, so next week we'll be doing Riled Up on Thursday instead of Friday, like we almost always do. Just because I've got some friends from out of town flying in. So we'll be visiting with them. Actually hosting a board game night with everyone. So we'll be doing Riled Up on Thursday. I might skip mail call and then do... Well, it depends on how many cards come in. Mail call Wednesday and then... I think a MetaZoo opening. Monday? MetaZoo Monday? That gives me a day off before the 2 streams in a row. MetaZoo Monday sounds pretty solid. We'll see what shows up. The one guy who's supposed to send me a bunch of MetaZoo that I ordered was on vacation. He only just mailed those out yesterday, so I'm not sure they'll show up in time, but I do have 2 booster boxes of UFO, as well as 2 blister packs of UFO. I might hold on to one and open the other. I accidentally gashed into one with the box cutter while I was opening it, because I didn't realize there was sealed inside this tiny little envelope. That was on my B. So I'll do at least 1 blister pack plus that. Gosh, I hope a bunch of the cards I ordered come in. I really want all the cold foils to come in next week. Cold foils will be an exciting mail call week. Alright, so Friday of course is going to be riled up with Andrew. We'll be doing some stuff. Actually, I've got some research to do. I still got to watch through the 4-hour live stream, take some notes, so we have that to discuss, and then we will either restart or finish up the tier list of what's the most fun to open. Then Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 151. I've got like 30... No, actually, I think I got way more than that. I think I've got almost 60 packs of it at this point. If I'm feeling real frisky, I'll do another run through Walmart and see if they've got more packs I can pick up. Which is strange to say, because usually online has the best deals, but Walmart prices are about $2 cheaper a pack than on TCG Player right now. So I probably could have resold them all, but I have a friend who's really into Pokemon, and I told him I would do an opening for him. So that is the plan for that. Let's see, what else needs double? Oh, let's do... And that's really the upcoming couple weeks, actually. So, plenty on the table. Plenty to watch, plenty to listen to. And if you like these and you want to keep up on you want to see an actual schedule instead of just listening to me yap on about it, what you can do is if you go to my Facebook, my Instagram, or the Twitter, subscribe, follow along, and you can see when the streams are coming up. And if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, please give my follow, click the bell, get notifications, and tune in. I do stream 3 to 4, almost always 3, sometimes 4 times a week. I do tend to do some gorillas when cases come in. I really like to do I try to do a case opening a week if I can. Sometimes it just depends. These are gonna be singles. Sorry, penny cards, you're not worth the 2 sleeves. I might double sleeve you. You're pretty cool looking. Okay. But yeah, so do those follow along. If you are interested in picking up some cards, mostly I have Flesh and Blood, but I do have a lot of Magic as well. Not nearly as much. But if you go to my website up there at cardboardkings.shop, you can pick up, or if you go through my TCG links on that, it actually brings you to like a little special storefront for like pro sellers. And if you buy cards through that pro shop, then you get 5% off whatever is currently listed as my prices. So you save money, and everyone wins. Highly recommend it. There's gonna be 2 TCG links. One says direct, that's the only, well, that's for TCG direct, and that is currently just near mint Magic. Everything else, lightly played Magic, all Flesh and Blood, Pokemon, is through the other non-direct link. So feel free to click on through, take a browse, see if there's anything you like. And that's really about it for this week. Kind of a shorter stream. Actually, it didn't take me nearly as long to go through this. My monthly polls are only once a month, so expect those like every 4 weeks. Unfortunately, we're near the end of garage sale season, which is where I've been picking up most of my comics. I think I picked up 6 or 7 full collections this year. A lot of them just through, you know, local Facebook marketplaces, garage sales, flea market, or not flea market, rummage sales. And I don't buy comic collections unless they're local, but I do buy bulk. So if you have bulk Magic, what am I currently buying? I'm currently buying bulk Magic, Flesh and Blood, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, probably Pokemon. I don't have Pokemon listed, but I'm probably going to be open to buying bulk Pokemon. You can go on my website, and there's a little, you know, a little box that just says sell your bulk. And you can go through that and fill out the form. It'll hit my email up. It'll give you like a little estimate. You can just, my website has all the prices that I pay for bulk. And you know, holiday season's coming up. You know, Black Friday next month, Cyber Monday, Christmas is fast approaching. So if you need to, you know, clean up some space around the house, make the wife happy, get some extra money for gifts. I mean, that's a double whammy. The wifey loves it when you free up space and you buy her a nice present. So, you know, feel free to hit me up. I'll buy small collections. I typically haven't been buying big collections, but but that's something that can be negotiated. Actually, I was gonna say, normally I have graded cards on the eBay shop, but all my graded cards are sold at this point. But I do have comics. If you're interested in comics, manga, actually a bunch of YouTuber merch, you can hit up the eBay store on my website there, Cardboard Kings the shop, and you can also pick up stuff from there. So, I think once I'm done with these promos, I'll probably wrap up for the day. Just a real quick one, about an hour stream. Nothing too crazy. I've actually got to spend the whole night packing up direct orders, probably. It's direct turn-in day. So, that's always loads of fun. Love filling out direct orders. Like, pull 300 cards, make $7. Wonderful. Been thinking about moving Pokemon over to my direct. Maybe not all the Pokemon, but at least move some of my commons and uncommons and stuff. I need to I have a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh to list, but it's all in pretty rough shape, so I almost don't even want to like list it. I really don't like listing things below light played, if I can help it, just because it's an inventory problem more than anything. So we'll see if once I ever make it around to Yu-Gi-Oh, but Flesh and Blood has kept me so busy. This Rosetta set has been booming. I mean, I've opened up 5 cases so far of that. Probably within the next week or two, depending on how prices are looking on cases, I'll try and pick up another 2. Though I've also been keeping an eye on, I think next week I'm hoping to place an order. I don't know, I gotta wait for the EVs to kind of look good. I want an Uprising, I want a Dynasty case, just because I haven't opened those cases yet, and I need to fill some gaps in the shop inventory for those commons and rares and tokens, things that just haven't been filled in from bulk I've been picking up. So you can look forward to those. Like I said, if there's any sets you want to see opened, as long as it's financially viable, I'm pretty game to open most things. And if it's something that's not totally viable, I might just do a box for shits and gigs instead of trying to open up a whole bunch of cases to resell. But that is it for today, I think. Yeah, it's a short stream, short day. I've had a couple long. Honestly, the opening last night really works the throat. It's gotta get some of my lozenges. But actually, oh yeah, these are some good pickups from today. Got 2 exposed elements, 1 oak and old. Expect to see those on the store shortly. And again, if you like the stream, comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you all Friday. Y'all better be there Friday. It's riled up with Andrew. So thanks again and have a great night.